Folks, welcome to Sports Focus. I am your host.
Woo! Okay, I'm good. Woo! Okay.
You okay?
I'm good. I'm
All
back.
right.
Set us back.
Got a little old minstrel show going on down here. That's all I know. Alrighty, we're gonna get this thing started. How you doing, Kevin?
I'm doing great.
I'm doing, and this is Sports Focus once again, and we're gonna talk about sports,
I hope so.
and we're gonna focus on sports.
Yes, we are.
You got it. Let's start. At first, I want to give a big congratulations to the East Hartford Hornets high school football team. They finished 8-2. They just missed the postseason.
Oh, wow.
Yes, they just missed the postseason, but they beat Manchester in the rivalry game before Thanksgiving. And just a little side note, the teams that they did lose to during the regular season, they both lost in the postseason. So Britain and Sullivan, because that's what you get for beating our Hornets. That's right. Now, let's get to the big fight that we had. When I say big, I mean big. These two men are big. They did a lot of hugging and kissing on each other after the fight. I don't know if you was privileged to see this altercation between two large men, but it was a draw. I saw the fight.
Question of that draw.
I know that Wilder had 2 knockouts, one in the last round, but in my opinion, Tyson Fury, the flabby one, he won the fight. He won that fight. He won the fight fair and square. I know he got knocked down twice, so he basically had 2 10-8 rounds against him. But
You think he got him on point?
I just think he outpointed him throughout the whole thing, and they're just setting this up for the next one, which I'll watch it again. It was an entertaining fight. It really was. But it seems like these guys respect each other a lot, and
Right.
with all that loving they was doing with each other, you know.
It's been a long time since you had an entertaining heavyweight fight.
That's right, and I think that's what this was, to bring back the heavyweight division. And they was both saying they're the 2 best heavyweights. We've got a guy out there, Anthony Joshua, might have something to say about that.
Right.
So,
but they said a lot of things that made sense, because they said the gentleman, as you called him, the flabby one, actually didn't lose his title.
no.
So he's technically is the champ because he didn't actually lose it to anyone. So.
And just a quick note, Fury, he at one point, he was way over 300-something pounds.
Right.
You know, he lost a lot of weight. So, like, you know, and then Wilder came in at 212. So he came in a little light and he came in a little heavy, but he lost tons of weight.
Right.
So we'll see how these two guys, next year, they should get it on, and it should be an entertaining fight.
Yeah.
But I'm very disappointed in Wilder in his performance. Very disappointed in his performance, because, you know, back in the day, this would never go down.
No, it would not.
And the only you people who know what I'm talking about, y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to keep it PC.
Yeah, you are.
Moving on. What should have been a glorious time for my Dallas Cowboys, their victory over the Saints, got tainted by Kareem Hunt, and the TMZ released video of him assaulting a woman, and he kicked her when she was down.
That wasn't really to me, that wasn't a kick. That was a more
He like
push
smushed
with the
like
foot.
a
He like with a get down. Push with the foot. It wasn't really a kick.
But the video speaks for itself.
I'll say this. I love when they say it's domestic violence when they're not even in a relationship. But I saw more of pushing than hitting. And when she hit the ground, he pushed the guy and knocked the guy, and the guy knocked her over.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like he directly went and pushed her to the ground. So it's how they want to view it and everything else like that. But when you're 19 years old, going to these rooms in the middle of the night, so to speak.
Yeah.
Why are you going?
Yeah, she thought she was probably just going to hang out with Kareem Hunt and his people.
But they said what happened inside the room, from their reports, the reason why the police didn't arrest anybody was The story was when they asked her to leave because she didn't want to
Hook up with one of the guys there.
They asked her to leave, and she became belligerent and started hitting people with stuff. And one of those people happened to be Kareem Hunt.
Yeah.
Which sparked them physically getting her out of the room and all the push.
This is my thing with Kareem Hunt and this whole situation. I feel like, he's a star. He's a known person. This is why you have your people, your friends, or whoever you want to call them,
right,
to deflect all of that from him.
Right. But the dude here was trying his best to. He was trying his best to.
No. He wasn't doing nothing.
He wasn't doing a good job, but he at least tried to keep them apart.
Basically, Kareem Hunt should have stayed in his room. Somebody, 2-3 guys would be like, I know he's a football, so they should have
made sure that he stayed safe.
You ain't going nowhere. We got this.
Right.
And Kareem, because you got to protect Kareem Hunt from Kareem Hunt.
Don't nickname. You got to protect the money.
You got to protect him. And that's just the bottom line. So in this case, I do blame Kareem Hunt for putting himself in this situation. Yes. And I also blame his little friends. I know they was trying to break it up, but you didn't do a good enough job.
No, you should have picked them up and
you should have just like, you know what, boom, let's get this. And you see, when you watch the video, you see that one of the guys grabbed the girl's phone.
Yeah.
So
because she sat there videotaping.
She was either
as if she knew what was about to happen.
Yeah. But you guys should have known you're in a hotel and they should have cameras.
The police never asked for this video.
I find the whole thing strange. And the reason why, to break it down, why Kareem Hunt got fired, you say, from the Kansas City Chiefs is that he lied. Now, people who watch this show, I always say, do not lie. Right. Do not lie. Just tell the truth. And you'll take a hit, whatever it is, and you'll keep on, you'll be all right.
He lied.
He lied to the Kansas City Chiefs. Bold-faced liar. And that's what he gets.
And that's how Mike Vick got fired.
And that's how Mike Vick, and he's still catching a little, if he would have just came clean, he would have been okay. Another player that's in trouble is Reuben Foster. His stupid self keeps messing with this same woman.
You know what? I hate to say this. You make millions of dollars. You mean to tell me that you can't have somebody do some background check on these crazy women before you decide to start dating them and everything else?
Didn't our Cowboys back in them days, didn't they have to go through them steps when they started messing with these women because they unscrupulous means and they up to stuff? So shame on Reuben Foster for getting himself, because he got released from the San Francisco 49ers. And then once that happens, you sort of go on this your waiver wire, and once that clears, a team can just sign you. And what happened? The Washington Redskins, they decide to sign him, and they're like, wait a minute, whoa, how does this even happen? Doug Williams puts his foot in his mouth.
In his mouth, in his
other
places.
Yeah, that thing too. And basically he said that what Reuben Foster is accused of is small potatoes, because people in high places are doing much worse than what Reuben Foster smacking a woman around or whatever happened. Shame, Doug Williams. I know you love them Redskins because they gave you an opportunity in the Super Bowl, but damn it, man.
I know he's out there. Hurry up and say.
I know he's
take the wheel.
He's just a, And for those who can look, that's the general manager, Paul Allen, and the owner is Daniel Snyder. We didn't hear anything from them guys.
Not a single word.
So I'm wondering, how did this all happen where Doug Williams is he's all the spokesman for the Redskins like this? Shame on the Redskins. And that's why you got butt fumble for a quarterback.
Butt fumble. And
you deserve it. And they turned down Cap. Okay, yeah. Yeah, they're good with butt fumble. Butt fumble is Mark Sanchez, by the way. And it's sad because Mark Sanchez is probably a nice dude, Jason Witten called him that during the telecast, so he called him butt fumble. Shame! Week 14 is upon us just like that. The season is almost over. For those who made for fantasy football, made the playoffs, congratulations. I did not. So I hope all of you suck and you don't win, because I didn't win. Moving on. The Jets and the Bills.
I picked the Bills.
I am taking the Jets. They're going to snap this losing
You
streak.
think so?
They're going to do it.
Come on, McCoy.
Ooh, we got the Giants and the
I'm
Redskins.
taking the Giants.
I'm taking the Giants in a 27-3 ball game.
They showed me they had fight.
They had fight against them Bears. They had to do it,
They
man.
had fight.
How about this one? Patriots and Dolphins. Usually the Dolphins beat the Patriots in New England, at
in
Miami. I'm taking the Dolphins.
I'm going to take the Dolphins, too. Something about playing them down in December at this time of
Yeah.
year. I don't know what it does.
Maybe
to
they always schedule that game like that too, so it makes you wonder. I like the Dolphins in that. Panthers and the Browns.
You know what? I don't know what's going on with Cam. I really don't know. But I think he gets it together against these Browns.
And I think he's going to put it to the Cleveland Browns. I'm starting not to like Baker Mayfield after his little comments after talking about Hugh Jackson. So I'm going to take Carolina, and I'd be so sad if like Carolina lose the rest because they have a really difficult schedule.
Yeah, they do.
Down the stretch. They play the Saints twice in 3 weeks. Terrible, terrible, terrible. They better get it together. How about this one? The Packers of Green Bay. Vince.
After Aaron Rodgers got McCarthy fired.
He got him fired.
I think I'm going to go with
He got
Green
him fired.
Bay.
I tell you what, I'm taking Atlanta.
You think so?
I'm taking Atlanta. They're going to snap their losers because both of these teams are on losing streaks. I am taking the Falcons because Green Bay absolutely sucks at this point. I'm sorry.
This dude, man.
That's why he got fired because the general manager said that losing Arizona was unacceptable.
That sounds like a reverse of something that happened in Dallas.
You got a point there, but that's a totally different story. And, we don't want to talk about that one. I'm taking the Falcons. Mike McCarthy, as you know, was fired immediately after the game. It looked like.
As Tony Dungy said, he deserved to finish out the season. You should
Let him finish out that season.
Yeah,
You tanking, let him finish it out. And then they come out with this report that Aaron Rodgers was changing plays at the line of scrimmage. So, like, hey.
I guess he said screw him.
Screw him. How about the Steelers and the Raiders?
I'm going to take the Steelers.
You going to take the Steelers? I have a sneaky feeling that the Raiders are going to get a victory. Because Pittsburgh,
so? It's a hot mess.
Pittsburgh is a bipolar Dallas Cowboy team right now. They don't know what they want to do. They got all this offense, and they ain't running the ball. And James Conner is out for the foreseeable future. So I am taking the Steelers. No, Raiders. They're going to upset them. Saints and the Bucks.
I'm taking the Saints because I have a sneaky feeling that somebody's pissed.
They're going to be a little upset. It's in Tampa, and I don't think that's going to matter much.
I don't think so either.
And plus, I like Drew Brees, and passing for 100 and whatever yards he did against Dallas, that's not going to cut it. They're going to be real upset in that defense.
He's going to get his MVP candidacy back.
Yeah, I won't be surprised he passed for like 7 touchdowns in this game. But Sunday night, we got the Rams at the Bears.
I'm going to take the Rams.
You're going to take the Rams? I'm going to take the Rams as well. They are really smoking. I know it's going to be cold in Chicago.
But they got that running game.
They got Gurley.
And they packing the defense.
And if whoever has Gurley, watch out. Monday night, we got the Vikings and the Seahawks. I like the Seahawks.
I like the Hawks.
I like the Seahawks. They are rocking and rolling right now. And the team we ain't even talk about all last week, Eagles and Cowboys. This might be for the division.
Yeah. I'm going to give it to the boys. The Eagles are beginning to surge again.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that they don't have this as a letdown game because of the high they were on for beating the Saints and don't come in there laxed.
And I'm going to keep it 100, and this is how I feel. I've been picking against the Cowboys the whole time, and I'm going to keep it going. Philadelphia Eagles going to win this game. You're going to see. Rock.